Action.
Here we are. All right, Vera.
Yes.
We are back. Let's see who is joining us.
In our little grass shack.
This is our back-to-back double special today.
Yes.
All right.
This is dream time.
Yes. Dream action happening.
Yes.
Okay. So.
I want the necklace to show.
All right, Vera.
Yes.
Shall we start off with some dreams?
No.
Okay. Shall we start off with past life?
No.
Okay. All right. Hi,
Jackie,
Sammy.
thank you so much for the beautiful, what's it called? Kimono?
Gorgeous dress. Do you want to?
Is it a dress?
Well, it looks.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I love it.
Look how pretty this is.
And a beautiful little adventuring.
It is
necklace.
So gorgeous. Hi, vlog gaming.
Oh God,
music.
I keep forgetting. Okay, and
but
Chrissy
it's so pretty.
got
and then look at it. It's
blue
so
agate.
Pretty. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's just really lovely.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
And everybody else.
Exactly. Thank you, everyone, for being here and sharing your light and your energy with us and your love. We are so grateful.
Yes.
Yes. All right, an old school raider is back, and I'm so glad because we have your question from the last video.
So sorry, old school raider.
Yeah. All right, maybe we should start off with old school raider's question.
I think that would be a great idea.
All right. So he is asking, hi, Vera and Chrissy. I would like to ask, how many past lives have I had? Thank you. All right, Vera.
Okay, what I pick up, old school raider, is 52 lives on this planet. 52. You are a brave, brave soul. And this one is a doozy.
Yeah.
This one is the hardest one you've had of all the past lives, even though you were in battle before and all that stuff. This one is the most challenging.
Oh.
But you wanted to get everything in.
Oh, man.
Because it's his last time here.
That sounds like an Aries thing.
It's very much, you brave little Aries.
Yeah, because we've heard that Aries is like the hardest. I'm just saying. That's what Angus said. He said like the hardest astrological sign.
Yeah.
And that a lot of us...
And usually you only come in once with
one
it.
time. And a lot of times, a lot of us will save it towards the end of our incarnations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Laura agrees.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Because now I'm wondering, okay, 52 on this planet. I wonder how many on other planets as well. So that's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's other planets, yes.
So thank you for supporting us.
Very
we
much.
appreciate that. All right. Okay. So Vera.
Yes.
Are we ready for 2 lives?
Are you ready?
52 lives. That is a
Yes,
lot.
I'm ready.
And lots of flowers.
I don't
From
even
Hawaii.
know how.
Okay, now we did want to address a question that came in from one of our fabulous friends, viewer friends in our soul tribe, and she was saying, along with other people have thought also, that angels must earn their wings. And what we have found in our philosophy is that actually they don't necessarily have to earn their wings. The angels already have wings. Angus has said that they move so fast. Laura agrees, but they move so fast. Sorry, that it's like the wings are very symbolic also of how swift they are. But they already have wings. They do.
I think that movie kind of made people think about angels have to earn their wings, because whenever you hear a bell,
right,
an angel earned their wings. So it's more of a Hollywood thing.
Right. But they do, in a sense, they can gain more color in their wings the more that they help us. It's like this beautiful thing that I don't want to say it helps them, because really they're helping us, but they can gain more like it's a badge of courage.
Just
or
like all of my
honor.
wrinkles.
There.
You earn every
but you
last
don't have like
one of
wrinkles,
them.
but I know what you mean though. I know what you mean.
Right, Mary?
But for all of us, our achievements,
When we get
whatever they
older.
are.
Yeah.
And so it's this beautiful thing. But
I'm embracing
they do have
mine.
yeah. And I think that's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you. You gave us.
See, there we go. We
Yeah.
have our fabulous wings. Of our,
Oh yeah, look at that.
Angels. And see, so this is a great example.
That's my favorite. I know I said blessings before, but this one's my
I'm so
favorite.
happy. Yeah.
They're all my favorite, but this one. Okay, Nana, we all are this. We're all old souls. there's really no new souls. We were all made at the same time. But experience-wise, to me, you've had enough lives not to be a new soul. So I don't know who told you that. So you've had many past lives that you've experienced life on different planets in this one. So, you know, it gives you the badge.
What I also like, well, I love about that painting, not just because I painted it or drew it, but I love it that it shows the blue in the wings. It's a perfect example of how our angels can gain that color in their wings. So yes.
Yeah.
So that was Nana's question.
Yes.
A young soul. I like the little sticker. That's cute.
They don't reincarnate here in it. Yeah, we don't cross phylums in our philosophy.
Right.
So angels don't become human, humans don't become angels.
Exactly.
I know a lot of people don't like that because they want to say that they're angels on earth, and they may be spiritually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's an amazing and beautiful concept to strive for, because that is a thing. We can actually gain that honors from angels because they're the one that disperse that to us.
Right.
Being an honorary angel, that's amazing. Amazing thing to strive for. Yes.
Okay.
All
Dreams.
right. We are going to go into dreams.
I like that little namaste.
Thank you, Old School Raider. That's cute. Little super chat sticker. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with dreams. And we're going to go into Laura Knight's dream. Now, so this is the last one we're taking. And from now on, it's going to be on our super chat.
Right.
So that would be in,
Because Laura's always been with us.
Right.
So this is a thank you.
Yes, a thank you. So that's why I'm so glad we have super chat now and everybody can get their questions in. Laura Knight is saying,
thank you for your super chat, Laura.
Yeah, thank you so much. She's saying, I love you, amazing women. We love you too. And I have a question. I have been having a nightmare. This was the third time. So my ex-husband was in a motorcycle club for years. And me and him were not together when he passed away 4 years ago. I was married to him for quite a while. I keep dreaming about these guys, 3 of them, sitting in my house on my couch and my chair. I walk in and I just look at them, and one stands up that was sitting in the chair and points a gun at me, and he says, your husband sent us to kill you. He points the gun, and I wake up before the blast. Help.
Okay, this, Laura, is a release dream. You're working through the issues that you've had in the past, and it's to help you with current relationships as well. But what I picked up is that he's not going to literally have somebody kill you or send somebody to kill you. I know he's passed over, but I meant when he was alive. But you're trying to rectify that to help you with your other relationships. And what he was doing was he was killing your spirit. And there's 3 major events. I don't know if you can think of them, but there's 3 major events that you've specified where he was killing your spirit, your love, the way that you look at love, kind of thing. So that's what you're trying to rectify. And notice that you woke up before the blast went off. So you don't know if the blast really went off, do you? So right there is telling you that you have the power now to turn that dream around. And whenever they come to the front door, you take that gun away. Or they don't have a gun and they're not a threat. So you can make that dream turn around, and then it helps you release that negative cell memory that you're holding on to. And it may not be consciously, it's super consciously that you're holding on to those hurts, and then you can just let them go. And that way it'll turn it all around and you won't have the dream again.
See, don't you love that? That is awesome.
It's a great dream, really.
I mean, because it's like, at face value, when we're in the dream, it sounds like it would be really scary. I mean, here's this person has a gun,
boy,
and there's 3
scary.
people,
Yeah.
3 guys and everything like that. But that's really awesome, because then it's like, then you can really start thinking, okay, what 3 scenarios would that have been?
Yeah.
And she might already know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So interesting. That's so cool.
Yes, you too, Azul. Oh,
Aw.
different name. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good, great.
That's really cool. Okay. All right, Vera, do you want to go into this dream or Sammy's dream next?
This dream. I'm going to go in order.
Okay.
Wait, where's Sammy's dream? Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. Okay, so this happens to be my dream. And
where's your super chat?
let me do it. Hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, so Vera, you and I were standing on a balcony type patio, and we're looking out, and it was like almost like this deep abyss, but it was very light filled. It wasn't dark or anything. And there was like way across from afar, there was a little bird coming. Now somehow we knew about 3 birds. One for you, one for me, and one for my brother Kirk. And so then from afar, there was a chickadee flying overhead. And then it like swooped down real quick and it landed on my back. And yeah, and then it laid 3 eggs, and 2 of them were like normal bird eggs. And those were for us. And then one was a golden egg. And that was for you, Kirk. There it is. Look, the golden egg.
The goose that laid the golden egg. Except it was a bird. At least that's still a bird. Yay! I love being a golden egg.
Me too. I gotta stand still so I my egghead. Anyway, okay, what else happened? But yeah, so that's
basically it.
And
then you had a deer.
And then we were here at
Why is this making me sweat?
Yeah, then we were here at our house, our fabulous SE headquarters, and in the backyard I saw
You were at SE headquarters?
Here.
Oh, here.
Yes. And
I was getting excited for a minute.
And I saw this big deer, and it was like it looked like a stag, but it didn't have the antlers, and it was just this really big deer, and he was he or she was standing in the back, just doing his thing. He wasn't scared or anything, and that was my dream.
Okay, so what the golden egg represents,
Eggheads,
is that it marks a new and better life. That's what it is. The golden egg is symbolizing a new and better life, and actually bringing fortune too. Oh, so in all aspects of your life, not just career and all that stuff. And it's rebirth.
Oh,
because egg, rebirth, yeah, kind of thing. So that's awesome. So then the deer is telling us to stick to the road that we're on.
Oh,
but be watchful.
Okay.
Stick to the road that you've chosen, but be watchful, because the deer is always ready, right?
Yes.
Oh, not supposed to say right anymore. And without the horns, it's the beginning of. Because it's not fully developed yet.
I see.
Yes.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I want those horns, though. Oh, thanks.
I like the thumbs up. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's what that means.
That's awesome. Very
So
cool.
very good. That was a very good dream.
That's really
Well,
awesome.
we think so.
All right. Now
Okay.
we're ready for the next one.
I keep looking at Mary so you don't think I'm like...
Our studio audience.
Say hi, Mary. Hey. You can come over and say hi. You don't want to? Okay, she's good.
Later. Okay.
All right, so Sammy's dream.
Want me to read it? Okay.
You're the reader.
All right. Here we go. Okay. Give me a moment because I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, I can do it.
I dreamt I was...
She did it for old ladies.
Thank you, Sammy.
No, for me, not you.
I dreamt I was a very thin, petite woman with a bob cut.
Still are, except not the bob cut.
My skin was surprisingly tan for being a white woman. My hair was golden blonde, almost platinum. I had large, bright blue eyes. I was so happy and in love with the man. He was taking me on a ship, and we crossed a body of water. I just remembered the look of happiness on my face during the journey when I would look up at him.
You have it.
We reached our destination, and we were going to sleep together. It was going to be my first time, but I wasn't scared at all. I was excited because I loved him so much. Right after we slept together, suddenly a look of horror and fear is on my face, and there was a new man on top of me. Then suddenly, I was in this massive auditorium with what looked like thousands and thousands of men around me, all looking at me as I was laying there on my back. Just typing this is causing my heart to pound when I think about them. Then it's later and I'm in a room. I see my face, and even though my hair color is still blonde and shiny, and my body still looks young, my face has aged horrifically in a way I didn't even know it could. I look like an old woman. There is a man there who wants to sleep with me, but he is also has a long sharp dagger, and he wants to kill me with it. He's tall and thick. He's tall with thick.
He's a shit for sure. That's true.
With thick brown hair, and is actually a good-looking guy, but there is nothing inside of him. He is determined to kill me. I try to negotiate, almost joke, and have a conversation to get myself out of the situation, but in the end I fail. I don't see my murder because I woke up. I usually censor my dreams to skip violence and sexual assaults, but I know this happened. I know they happen. I never saw the face of the man I was in love with or the second man who came right after him. I just remember the face of my murderer. Wow, yeah. What a dream.
Mm-hmm. And that's another release dream too, because it did happen. Not thousands, but that's what it felt like to her. Right? But it's a past life that actually did happen. So you were in love with this man, but he was not in love with you. He was not in love with anyone. He was in love with him.
Let me at him.
Yeah. But he would do this. This is something him and his friends did.
Oh, that's awful.
And they're very wealthy. They're, so they got away with whatever. They would go to a different country and pick someone that didn't have, and took them back to England kind of thing, and didn't.
This is making me sweat.
Yeah, because they were totally beholden to that person that took them, because they didn't have anything, right? And he always picked women that needed help and that kind of thing. So you were not white. You were actually from a different culture, but he was the one that had you dye your hair, and it was just the grooming thing. It was just so he can have control, like to see if he would do it, kind of thing.
This reminds me of Armie Hammer, actually.
Yeah, kind of. And this is it was a game that they had, kind of like how they have snuff films now and that kind of thing. But this was their entertainment. It was kind of like hunting for them.
That's awful.
Yeah. So you did have all of these men, but again, like I said, it wasn't thousands of them, but it felt like it. Yeah. And you did age not soul wise, but as it was happening, because you were killed right there. They had to kill you because you had evidence. Not that people would believe you because you were a minority in that situation. So they knew they kind of had it, but they enjoyed that part of the killing. So I'm picking up the second guy, even if he may look different than the first guy, was the same guy. It was the same guy that brought you in from the from another country, and that's how you were killed.
Totally. I mean,
it wasn't fast. It was not fast.
It was like, and
it was a game where they would be thrilled about it. It was just weird.
I'm self-soothing over here.
Yeah, I know. But
I've
I've already told Sammy, and she knows this because of the philosophy. You turn your dream around, and that's why she's already censored it. But she can even turn it around to where she didn't go on the ship,
right?
So that she doesn't have the dream again. I don't know if she's dreamt it again, Sammy. Have you? Is she on here? Yeah.
And that right there is the good part about these types of dreams,
release dreams,
and having this knowledge. It's actually not a negative, it's a positive. We turn it into a positive because once we have that knowing, that understanding, then we can take that power and control back. Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like Sammy already has, but if we have feelings of feeling out of control or helpless or powerless, then having that information can really help us to start to have more control in our life and take back that power if we feel like we're giving it away.
Use that not seeing anything in their eyes as something you can utilize now, because you knew it back then, so you have to know it now. So if
Right.
you see something or someone with nothing in their eyes, you just move on.
Yes.
You don't have to,
Because when
they're
we've
very
experienced,
charming.
yes, and when we've experienced something in a past life, we learn about that now so that we can change it. So that's information to help us to be able to, learned lesson. We have learned our strength and our power, and now we're moving forward, completely empowered.
What are they talking about? Something happened to James. Don't watch. Keep talking.
Okay, so what else, Vera?
Yeah. I don't know
Now
what
we
you're talking
have
about.
now we have the Alamo.
Yeah.
That's your cue.
Okay. So I had a client. I have a client, not had. I have a client that there was a situation where, got to see if I could remember. There was a situation where she got a new job. It was a new job, and it's the Alamo. She's going to be a director in the Alamo of tours and all that good stuff. And the thing with that is she also has, or had, I should say, a nephew who had a violent end in this lifetime.
Oh,
But she wasn't very close to him, but still family.
of course.
And it affects you. So she had that situation that she was dealing with, plus the new job at the Alamo. And what I told her is that the interesting thing is whenever she goes to the Alamo, her cousin, it wasn't nephew, her cousin had a past life at the Alamo. And had a violent death there too. So she couldn't figure out why in this lifetime she took it so hard. Because they weren't very close.
Oh.
But it's because you were with him in that other past life in the Alamo. She was a little girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was a little girl. And actually she just knew him. He wasn't a relative or anything like that. But her father was there and her mother. And the I believe what I pick up is the children and the women were allowed to leave. The Mexican army, whoever was the head of it, allowed the women to leave because they knew they had these guys.
Right.
They were trapped.
Right.
So her mother, my client's mother in the past life, refused to leave. She said she was sticking by her husband, and she said she just told him to fight fight as hard as he could. That she believed in him and all that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she understood the whole situation,
Oh,
but
this is making me sweat too.
yeah. So
God.
the mother and the little girl were killed.
Yeah.
And usually, I mean, I think with this group, they wouldn't have killed the little girl because they don't kill children.
Uh-huh.
And maybe the mother would be taken, but
Right.
it was like a random bullet. So it wasn't something that was intended for her, but that's the way she went.
I see.
So then here, my client is going to be at the place where she was at
That is amazing.
and her cousin was at. So I told her you have to put protection around you a lot while you're there at the beginning because of all that cell memory and all that stuff. So all that energy that she's going to be picking up.
So you
Yeah.
said it was her nephew that got killed in this life, right?
No,
cousin,
cousin.
okay.
Yeah, I said nephew at the beginning, but it's cousin.
Her cousin.
I believe it's cousin.
So her cousin, did you get a sense of who her cousin was in that past life?
Well, I don't know who the men were, but he wasn't like someone that had a lot of power. He was one that was just there and wanted to fight for a cause.
I see.
So, but he wasn't one of the major players at that time in the Alamo.
I mean,
at the Alamo.
in regards to your client, when she was a little girl, were they related?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said they didn't. They
they
weren't
weren't
related,
related anyway.
but they knew each other because
I
they were in
see.
that compound.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why it's in this lifetime, whenever he was violently killed, it really affected her, and she was like, I don't know why, because we weren't close.
Wow.
But still, it's family, and then there's the cell memory.
It's amazing. Like, I'm so interested to see how it's going to feel for her, because I would imagine, you'd think that it would be very powerful feelings for her to go to
Right.
where she's going to be working.
Yeah.
And it's such cell memory. She was there. It's
Yeah.
going to be so
So she said she's going to
interesting.
look it up to see if she can find a little girl that was there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have all of that history.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And there is so many earthbound people there.
That would be an amazing place to go, Vera.
That's
to
what
see
I
you
told
feel.
her.
Yeah.
See,
I told her that, you know?
Yeah. So I told her, well, Chrissy and I are going to come.
Yeah,
And we're going to
definitely.
do a show. So that would be so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
Aw, thank you, Azul. Thank you. Family.
see. Oh, yeah. It's usually past life.
We're reading.
Yeah. You're not supposed to read. You're
I'm
supposed to talk.
sorry. Okay. All right. Vera,
Let me read it again.
Okay. I
Chrissy,
feel
stop
like-
reading it. It's dead air.
Okay. Thank you, Tack. There we go. I feel like my family dislikes me a lot after my... All right.
Oh, okay. Because that was a past life that you had too, where you were kind of like a Harry Potter, and you were, well, and you can make it like a Cinderella too, because you were taken in, and it was like, oh God, we have to take this kid in, because it was family, but it was one of those where they felt you were beneath them, so you were treated horribly. So that's why you have that anger and but you know, from that you did come out of it okay in the end, because you're the one that became successful in that past life, and they lost all their money. So use that instead of anger. Release that anger, and that anger is the thing that spurred you on to make something of yourself. So you didn't keep it very long, so just let that go, because that's the cell memory you have with them now.
Wow.
You don't want that to eat you alive kind of thing.
Exactly. Oh, definitely. See, isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. Because, I mean, here they actually became
Hi,
more
Sonal.
successful.
Mm-hmm. In that past life, yeah. Much more successful, and somehow they lost their fortune. So, yeah.
Well,
And you know what you did?
help them.
Help them.
Aw.
Yeah.
That is an amazing, amazing gift
Yeah. And utilize that.
of your heart. You know,
in this life.
of your virtue.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to, you know, be anything but who you are, but don't allow that anger to eat you up and the envy.
Yeah, it's just your kindness and goodness is that's the beauty. That's the success in life. It's not about all the stuff that we go out and gain. It's those spiritual rewards that really is the success in life. That's why we come here. Good for you. That's awesome. All right, Vera, was there anything else you wanted to share today?
Nope.
All right, well,
That
thank
was
you
it.
for coming back and sharing your Saturday
Yes.
with us. And we love you
20
all.
came back.
Anything else, Vera, before we go? Whoop, we're gone.
Oh, from them not you. So